Hello and welcome to Kung Fu Cabinet episode 18. I'm your host, Kung Fu. In this episode we will review Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave, aka Yin Ji, directed by Li Chiao, also known as Charles Lee, and starring Bill Chong and Lo Lei. Also starring Addie Sungam Loi, aka Big Little Eye, and Alan Choi Chung San, who also act as the movie's action directors. What's scarier than a jack-o'-lantern made of dumplings? Or a cooked headless chicken floating through the air? You got it. 1982's Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to give a big 2 thumbs up to Miss Elaine Rabatsky for becoming our 1963 Milwaukee State Women's All-Events Bowling Champion with a record-high series of 725 and a pinfall of 1823. Way to go, Elaine. Keep those pins a-rockin' and those balls a-rollin', and have a glass of Blatz on me. Okay, Kung Fu fans? Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave. Man, gives me chills just saying it. Kung Fu, yeah? Here's how it goes. It's the Chinese Ghost Month. What's the Chinese Ghost Month? Well, it's the 7th month in the lunar calendar when the ghosts of ancestors come back to roam the earth. Reminds me of the time we were in Vita Gordon's front yard and we smashed her older brother's Ouija board against the tree and it broke into 2. And almost instantly it seemed all the street lights in the cul-de-sac went out. Man, we just about messed our pants all the way home. So, anyway, the small town is preparing for the festivities and we find Chun Sing, played by Billy Chong, at home practicing his kung fu skills, when all of a sudden his dead father's ghost appears and explains he was murdered and that Chun needs to avenge him. So Chun packs and hits the road for the town where his father's killer lives. Chun finally reaches town and confronts his father's murderer, who turns out to be the town's local bad guy thug gang leader, played by our most appreciated and honored kung fu superstar, Lo Lei, and his squirrely-eyed sidekick warrior wizard, played by Addie Sungam Loi, also known as Big Little Eye to his kung fu buddies. So threats are made, fights break out, and Chun discovers he's in need of some otherworldly assistance by using an ancient magic scroll, and when Lo Lei and his wizard find out about the magic scroll, all hell breaks loose. Literally. We get ghosts, vampires, magic, ninjas, gangs of girls on their periods. Huh? Kung Fu, yeah. From here on out, it's Chun and the forces of good against the wickedness of the murderous bad guy and his crazy-eyed black magic-wielding sidekick warrior wizard. Kinda reminds me of AD&D's OA1 module. Anyway, who's gonna win? Let's check this out.
I didn't think you'd have the balls to come here. Why not? It's just an old folks' home.
One-legged dragon. What's that noise, do you know? It's wireless transmissions. Ah, you must be joking. No, it's true. Hey, can you find out where that noise comes from? Yes, sure. I got it. This transmission is being sent by that boy outside. What is that boy up to? Once the assassin. Hey, you two, go close the doors.
Right.
Can't see you. Let's go.
Thank you.
Since when have you changed your sex? Oh, man! Careful, you'll catch cold.
How's magic? Right now. The book.
We're ready.
Kung Fu Boo! Did that scare you? Scared me. This movie has it all. Old school scenery, kung fu hijinks and laughs, as well as kung fu action galore. And we can't forget the spooky Kung Fu Boo, which I like to call Kung Boo. Kung Fu, yeah. The camera work is a bit shoddy, and at times we get the action moving out of frame. The usual pops and jitters and shakiness. But hey, that's old school Kung Fu movie fun. Kung Fu, yeah. Not too much Kung Fu wire work in this one, which we like to call wire fu. What we really see in this Kung Fu Bassa is lots of old school Kung Fu movie special effects. Kung Fu, yeah. We're talking double exposures, stop motion, prisms, split screens, dissolves and fades, even a little smoke and mirror camera work. Kung Fu, yeah. Okay, the effects are cheesy and spooky, but hey, that's the way we Kung Fu fans love our spooky Kung Fu. Kung Fu, yeah. This is our typical lovable old school low budget combine a kung fu movie old school veteran superstar with a fresh hot on the scene kung fu star with a twist kung fu movie. Kung Fu Yeah. We've got a minor love interest and our always appreciated Kung Fu Cabinet's favorite Kung Fu movie character, the slutty two-timing can't trust them as far as you could throw them, Kung Fu movie villain woman. Kung Fu Yeah. So Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave turns out to be a perfect Halloween Kung Fu yin-yang movie for a fun-filled Kung Fu Spooktober. Kung Fu Yeah. Sadly, Billy was only in a couple more Kung Fu movies after Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave. Billy went on to become a successful TV producer. Catch Billy in Kung Fu movies like Invincible Monkey Fist, Sun Dragon, and A Fistful of Talons. Catch the Honorable Lo Lei in Kung Fu mind blowers like Temple of the Red Lotus, 5 Kung Fu Daredevil Heroes, and Shaolin Dudley Kicks. Kung Fu Yeah. This movie reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory meets the Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Happy Halloween, Kung Fu fans! This Kung Fu classic runs 90 minutes and I consider it a Kung Fu movie for the beginner Kung Fu movie fan. On Kung Fu's scale of Kung Fu, I give it a 6. A 1 is not even a Fu, and a 10 is a Kung Fu Pow. That's it for this episode of Kung Fu Cabinet. Keep an eye out for more episodes and we'll see you in the Kung Fu Cabinet. Thank you.